welcome to my spring pop of color makeup tutorial using the ColourPop Cosmetics eyeshadows. This is such a fun video to be doing for you guys because we are going to be adding pops of color to the lower lash line. This is just a great way to liven up your spring makeup look. I'm really loving the ColourPop Cosmetics eyeshadows. When I was thinking about doing a spring tutorial, I immediately thought of ColourPop Cosmetics because they have such a great selection of eyeshadows that I think would be great for the lower lash line. So there are 4 that I got that I'm going to be showing you guys in this video. The first is Taco, which is a great blue color. Then Snapdragon, which is a great green color. Then Daddy, which is a great purple color, which I was not expecting to love this so much, but I really, really love this on the lower lash line. And then Shop, which is the 4th option that I'm going to show you guys. And this is better for someone who wants a more natural spring makeup look with a pop of color. Snapdragon, Taco, and Daddy are more for the obvious, more fun pops of color. But if you were trying to go for something more natural, I would go with Shop. And then there are 2 lip options for these makeup tutorials. We have Baby Pink by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is one of the liquid lipsticks. And then we have Neon Coral, which is another liquid lipstick by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Both, I think, are great colors for spring, and they are great quality. So if you guys want to see how I got these spring pop of color makeup looks, then please keep on watching. The first step is to go in with setting spray. I'm going to be using the MAC Fix Plus To Go setting spray. Next, I'm going to place concealer on top of my brow bone so that way I can cover up those veins. And the concealer that I'm going to be using is the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch in Nude. So we're just going to place the concealer right on our brow bones. And I'm going to be using the F86 Tapered Kabuki Brush by Sigma. Just going to smooth that out. Next, I'm going to be going in with eye primer, and I'm going to be using the MAC Paint Pot in Perky. To place Perky, I'm going to be using the Sigma P82 brush. So we're just going to dip that into the paint pot and then place it on our eyelids. Next, we're going to go in with MAC Soft Brown Eyeshadow, and we're going to be putting that in the crease. To place it, we are going to be using the Sigma E40 brush. So we're just going to dip that into the soft brown eyeshadow. Start on the outer part of the crease and then work our way in. The Sigma E40 brush is a really great brush to blow out your crease color. Now we're going to be placing All That Glitters by MAC on the lid. To place All That Glitters, I'm going to be using the Sigma E25 brush, which is crazy. I've been putting off getting this brush for the longest time because I've always used the MAC 217 brush, and this is so similar. So we'll see how this does. Hopefully it's as good, if not better. Now we're going to dip our E25 brush into All That Glitters and just place it on top of our lids. Next, I'm going to be putting on gel liner, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner in Blackest Black. And to place it, I'm going to be using the brush that came with it. So we're just going to dip our brushes into the gel liner, and then we're going to start right at the end of the eyelid. And then just work your way back a little bit, kind of skip ahead a little, and then bring it back in. You always want to start on the outer part and then work your way in, because whenever you're first putting this on, that's when you have the most product. To set our eyeliner, we're going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Noir eyeshadow. To place it, we're going to be using the Sigma E17 brush. So we're just going to dip that into Noir, and then place it on the outer part of our gel liner, and then work our way in. Off camera, I went in with the NYX Studio Perfect Photo Loving Primer. I just got this primer. It's my first time using it, and I'm really liking it. It's very similar to the e.l.f. Mineral Face Primer that I'm always talking about, but it's a little bit more liquidy, which I like because it spreads on pretty nicely. So that's another good drugstore primer to try out. Then I went in with the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation in 210 Sand Beige. Then I went in with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW20. Then I set my eye concealer with Dim Light from the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. Then I went in, as always, with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in Clear Brow Gel. Then I put on the Maybelline The Rocket Mascara. Next, we're going to be going in with blush. We're going to be using the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Captivating. To place Captivating, we're going to be using the Sigma F40 brush. So we're just going to dip that into Captivating. And then we're going to glide that onto our cheeks. Now I'm going to blend out the blush with the F55 brush by Sigma. This will make it not as harsh. Now we're going to be going into the fun part. We're going to be putting that pop of color on the lower lash line and then adding on some liquid lipstick. So let's get started. For the first set of eye looks, I'm going to be going in with Taco and Snapdragon. So I'm going to be putting Taco on this lower lash line and Snapdragon on this lower lash line. This is only for comparison purposes, so you can see them side by side with the liquid lipstick that I'm going to be using, so you can see which one that you like better. And then use just that color on both lower lash lines. So don't go out with Taco one side and Snapdragon on the other. Just pick which one you like better, but I'm just doing it all at once so you guys can see how they look back to back. As for the lipstick, we're going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in Baby Pink. I just thought this would be such a cute color to go with the green and blue eyeshadows on the lower lash lines. So that is what we're going to be pairing with Taco and Snapdragon. First, we're going to go in with Taco. We're going to put that on the lower lash line. I'm just going to use the Sigma E30 brush to place it. So dip your brush into the Taco eyeshadow and then place on the lower lash line. And we're going to start on the outer part of the lower lash line and then work our way in. Now don't go too far in because we are going to place an inner corner color in the end. Now I'm going to be showing you Snapdragon on the other eye. So I cleaned off my Sigma E30 brush and I'm going to dip it now into the Snapdragon eyeshadow. And we're going to place it on the lower lash line. We're going to start on the outer part and then work our way in. Remember not to go all the way in because we're going to be putting eyeshadow on that inner corner. Now we're going to be placing Metal by Anastasia Beverly Hills on the inner corners of our eyes. To place it, I'm going to be using the Sigma E46 brush. So we're just going to dip that into Metal and place it on the inner corners of our eyes. Okay, so I'm going to be honest, I'm not digging Metal as much on the inner corner as I thought I would. So I'm going to try a different eyeshadow. And I'm going to be placing Magic Act by Makeup Geek on the inner corner of my other eye, and we'll see how that turns out. I don't know about you, but I'm digging the gold a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this silver off, and I'm going to be putting on that same Magic Act eyeshadow onto this eye just so you can see how the gold looks on that eye. If you like silver, go for it. Don't feel like you have to do exactly the way I do it. You don't have to use the ColourPop Cosmetics eyeshadows either. You can use any color in your collection that matches these colors. So I'm going to show you what Magic Act looks on the inner corner of this side just so you can see how gold looks with this look. Now we're going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in Baby Pink. So this is the makeup look with Taco, and then this is the makeup look with Snapdragon. Let me know down in the comments which one you like better, Snapdragon or Taco. For the second set of eye looks, I'm going to be going in with Shop and then Daddy. Shop will be on this lower lash line and Daddy will be on this lower lash line. As I've said before, this is only for comparison purposes. Don't go out with one color on one eye and another color on the other. I mean, you can, but I wouldn't suggest it. So pick which one you like. I'm just putting this side by side so you can see which one you like better with this eyeshadow look and which one you like better with the liquid lipstick that I'm going to be using. So just for comparison purposes. So hopefully you can see which one you like better by having these back to back. As for the lipstick, we're going to be going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Neon Coral. I just thought this would be the perfect liquid lipstick to go with Daddy and Shop, so let's get on into it. Now I'm going to go in with Shop on the lower lash line. To place it, I'm going to be using this Sigma E30 pencil brush. So we're just going to dip our pencil brush into Shop. And then we're going to place it on the lower lash line, and we're going to start on the outer part of the lower lash line and then work our way in. I'll make sure not to go all the way in because we're going to be putting eyeshadow on that inner corner. Now I'm going to be using Daddy on the other eye. To place Daddy, I'm going to be using this Sigma E30 brush. So we're just going to dip that into Daddy. And we're going to place it on the lower lash line, start on the outer part of the eye, and then working our way in. Don't go too far in because we're going to be putting eyeshadow on that inner corner. Oh my gosh, I am liking Daddy. I wasn't sure how I'd feel about this, but this is looking... This might beat Taco for me, and I was really liking Taco. Now I'm going to be going in with Magic Act by Makeup Geek and putting that on the inner corners of my eyes. So we're just going to dip that into Magic Act and then place that on the inner corners of our eyes. Now we're going to place Neon Coral on the lips. Here's the look with Shop, and then here's the look with Daddy. Please let me know down in the comments which one you like better, Shop or Daddy. So that's my spring makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found some good eyeshadows to put on the lower lash line to add a pop of color to your spring makeup look. I'm so in love with the ColourPop Cosmetics eyeshadows. I just think that they have so many great options for the lower lash line and getting that pop of color that you want. So Daddy right now is my favorite, with Taco being a close second. These are such fun colors to wear. I wasn't expecting to like Daddy as much for some reason. I thought Taco was going to win it all, but I'm really loving Daddy. Snapdragon was also a great color to use on the lower lash line. Now, Shop wasn't as fun, but what's great about it is that it's more natural. So if you're someone who wants a pop of color but doesn't want to go crazy with like a bright blue, a bright green, or a bright purple, use Shop. It's just a little bit more natural of a color to use in the lower lash line. But if you're trying to get something more crazy, go for Snapdragon, Daddy, and then Taco. Also, I've been loving these liquid lipsticks by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Baby Pink and Neon Coral are such great liquid lipsticks to wear for the springtime, and they are such long-lasting lipsticks. You really have to scrub really hard to get it off. And I mean, even if you wore it overnight, hadn't taken it off, and wake up the next morning, it's still going to be there, and you're still going to have to work really hard to scrub it off. So I just think that these are great quality, and there's just so many great colors. I just want to keep collecting more and more from Anastasia. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my spring makeup tutorial. Please let me know down in the comments which video you would like to see next, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye! I'm going to be using the MAC Studio, why do I want to keep saying that? Paint pot. Now we're going to be placing All That Glitters by MAC on the lid. Off camera, I went in with the NYX Studio Perfect Photo Loving Eyeliner. Oh, so close. NYX Studio Perfect Photo Loving. And then we're going to be putting on some liquid lipstick.